Edmund Sumner got playing time, so we're all good right now. Grizzlies aren't exactly the best team, so we don't want to go around, bragging like we're the best team in the NBA. Oh, we just beat the Grizzlies by 20, and they never led at all. Goose egg. Um, but it's kind of impressive if you look into it a bit. The Grizzlies gave up normally like 107 points per game. They're a good defensive team. We just scored 134. And in the third quarter, for a good amount of it, they were at 60 points. I'm pretty sure. It was third? Because it was like 60 something to 90 something at some points. So it's a decent win that way. But what I also want to bring attention to, why the heck is the screen so blurry? What I also want to bring attention to is Miles Turner. Not the blocks, not the points. What I want to bring, which those are good. What I want to bring attention to is the rebounds. For most of the third and fourth quarter, Domantas Sabonis was off the floor. What did Turner do in that time? Grabbed about 10 rebounds. Well, Domas was off the court. I guess you could say, this was just a happy coincidence that Turner magically got all these rebounds in a decent, not that long of a time frame. Sure, you can label it as a coincidence, but I'm just putting this here in the archive. That way later I can go back to it and be like, hey, this is the second time this happened, because it's probably going to happen again. But if this happens multiple times, I'm going to try and remember this, but if this happens multiple times, it'll show that Miles Turner is a good rebounder. It's just that Domantas Sabonis is the main rebounder when it comes to boxing out. You'll notice Miles Turner will box out multiple people at once to get Domantas Sabonis the rebound. He's not just standing there. He's boxing out. You can box out for other reasons than to get yourself a rebound. You can box out to get a teammate a rebound, which the Pacers are a team. So it would make sense. But why put context to stats? Rudy Gobert. I'm pretty sure, unless the rebounds per game on his team has changed, nobody on his team is averaging more than 7 rebounds a game. And he's averaging 14. Miles has Domantas, who's averaging around 12. Where is he supposed to get hit? Like, all these defensive player of the year guys that you keep on pointing out, they're rebounds, they're rebounds. Other than Miles Turner, all those guys, they are the dominant rebounder on their team. They are the guy that is leading their team in rebounds. They don't have someone on their team that's averaging 10 rebounds a game. You have to put context to stats. And I know people don't like to do that because it's way too much hard work looking up, just going and clicking on a player and looking up the stats. But yeah, Miles Turner can definitely rebound, and I'm done hearing the slander that he can't, because he has had multiple games where he's gotten a good amount of rebounds. It's just nobody talks about it. Domas played well. Malcolm Brogdon played well. I mean, really, everybody played well. Even Aaron Holiday played well. Aaron Holiday is kind of like he's kind of being like TJ McConnell, where his stats don't necessarily reflect how good he is. In games past when he was in a slump, that was not the case. But he's come out of that slump, and I feel like he's becoming more of a scrappy TJ McConnell-like player. TJ McConnell might be mentoring him. It's possible. But yeah, he's improved decently on the defensive side of the ball these past few games. So, and TJ McConnell got a TJ McConnell hat trick. If you don't know what a TJ McConnell hat trick is, 3 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and the impressive part, 3 steals. If you can get above that, and it's still counted as a hat trick for a TJ McConnell hat trick. It's just, I noticed that, a lot of times TJ McConnell, you look at the first part of his stats, and it would be 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and you're like, that's not very impressive. And then you look at his steals, and you're like, holy crap, he got 3 steals. He has like the second best steal percentage in the NBA, so I kind of want to know who first is. I should look up who first is. But anyways, yeah, this was a semi-impressive win. I don't want to make a huge deal out of this because it's not like we went up against this top-tier team. Grizzlies are good. They're probably going to be a playoff team. But it's not like we went up against this top-tier team and just completely smacked them around. So I don't want to, blow this out of proportion and then have it come back to bite me later. Because that happens sometimes. I've learned from my mistakes, adapt or die, something like that. See you guys next time, which will be tomorrow because the Red Wings play the defending Stanley Cup champion Lightning. Dear God. And the Pacers play the Bucks with Giannis. Tomorrow, there's going to be some rants probably. If there's not a rant, I'm going to be surprised. See you guys next time.
Love on each other, as in, tell each other they